Our customer services department were contacted by a soldier called Jamie Webb, who's currently serving a 6-month tour of Afghanistan. And what he wanted to do was create a Christmas grotto for all of the troops. So we contacted our sister department and Tiger Print, and through them we were able to get trees, tags, ribbons and bows for the presents. We also got tablecloths and napkins for them to have a really great Christmas dinner. But what we also did was we got 30 of our recordable storybooks, just because we were conscious that Jamie was leaving quite a young family, as a lot of the soldiers are. So their children just have something to listen to at Christmas, and it really tied in with our Hallmark philosophy of bringing relationships closer together.
I brought my pug Vince into Hallmark. I had this idea to photograph him for a range of cards. Obviously, he brought some clothes with him, a hat, a jacket and a dicky bow. He spent all day following me around and he wouldn't move from my ankles. When we eventually got into the studio, he got up on top of the table, only to fall off because he couldn't see the edge of the table because we covered it with white paper. In the end, he had to settle for a tartan blanket. He had a great day and now he's famous, appearing on at least 3 different card designs.
I'd been working on the project for about 2 weeks, and I was asked by my new boss if I would like to go to Kansas City for a week's trip. I thought, oh my god, this is 3 planes, 9 hours, both ways. I'd never really been away from my family. I don't like being away from home. Spin me around 3 times at the end of the street and I don't know where I'm going. And packing for yourself and knowing that you're leaving them at home with very little experience of housework was quite worrying as well. But it was good, really enjoyed the flight, really enjoyed the trip. And then to top it all, my husband managed to get some housework done while I was away.
I was asked to work with Asda to help with their Christmas selection, which is one of their biggest piece of retail activity in the year. Timelines were pretty tight and pressure was on to get the bill done and the order in. When I looked at the timings, I had a bit of a moment really, because the activity clashed, 1 with Easter week and 2 with some holiday that I'd booked to have windows installed. And because it was such a beast, nothing could be moved. And what we decided to do was to dig camp as a whole team to my house. So for 3 days, my house was like a barn, no windows, middle of March, freezing cold, builders, cards everywhere. 3 days of chaos later, the job was done, the business was up, Asda were happy, job well done.
We're a busy bunch in logistics. Last year we had a massive influx of containers in from the Far East. I was coming out from the offices and noticed one of the guys opened the container, put the ramp on, drove on with his truck and then let out a bit of a scream and come running off the truck and away from the container, sort of waving his arms about and stuff. So I'm seeing all this and walking towards it, and I actually did think there was an accident, so I had my phone out ready to ring first aid or something. So I'm going towards it, what's going on? And they said there's some spiders on there, some massive spiders. So I said, oh, it's stupid. So I had a look myself and there was some pretty big spiders on there rummaging around. So right, yeah, get ramp off, get it shut, and we got the container off, moved it, got the shunter to move it as far as we could from the building. Now when a container arrives, we have a peek round and make sure there's no nasty surprises, and it's now just part of the job.